Ooh,
So diamond shopping.
Yeah.
In London.
Why?
Because Yvonne and I were having a conversation. She told me about this like jewelry / like diamond brand that was a big deal called Harry Winston. Like they're like the best or something, and they're the trendiest. And I was like, oh, are they like better than like Tiffany? Because that's the only sort of like upscale brand that I know. And
Sure.
Yvonne's like, oh, I mean, they're like, their brand perception is like higher. They're like more premium. And anyway, I was like, really? Because I thought like Tiffany's like, kind of like a huge deal. It's certainly very overpriced. Go ahead.
These look stupid. I went to their website and immediately was like, what? Okay, sorry.
So anyway, to tease her, because that's my actual favorite thing to do in the entire world.
Sure.
I was like, well, darling, would you like me to get you a Harry Winston then? And she's like, what? No, I was just saying like that's the one that kind of gets like, they provide the diamonds for the, the royal family and, whatever else. And I'm like, okay, so you're saying now that we're here in London, you'd like to go get a Harry Winston then? Sorry, Dan, by the way, I'm butchering your native tongue. And anyway, so basically we were just walking around in the city, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna find the nearest Harry Winston. And she's like, no, I don't want to go there. And I'm like, no, we're okay. Then in that case, we're not going there. We're wandering aimlessly. And I like, so basically we arrived there. And I was like, oh, look at that. There happens to be a Tiffany nearby. Why don't we go ahead and go in that one as well? I don't think that I have ever felt more unwelcome somewhere than I was in Tiffany.
Where you were like wearing this, basically?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
I had a pair of vesties on with like paint, like spattered paint spatters on them. I was dressed in our like LTT cargo pants. No, I had jeans on. And then I was wearing, actually, you know what? No, I think my top layer was somewhat respectable. You know that white and black shell that we have?
Yes.
I was dressed in that. So
Okay.
I think that's like, but it's not Tiffany or Harry Winston.
He walks into Tiffany with paint-covered shoes and clothes he made himself. It's like,
Yeah, pretty much. Because basically we were trying to sort of see like, who's more upscale. You know that game that I've told you that I like to play at the airport, right?
Yes.
So I like to go into a store that has a brand I've never heard of before, preferably a person's first and last name.
Yes.
And then find an item and then take like bets with whoever my travel companion is for what the price is, and then you play Price is Right rules for how much it is. So you ask a salesperson how much it is because they almost never have price tags on them. Anyway, the point is, I was doing kind of like a variation of that game called "Who Will Make Me Feel the Most Unwelcome." So we walk into Tiffany. You can't just walk in. First of all, you have to like knock on the door. This is their London store. Okay, it's London. All right, it's London. So you knock on the door, and they open it because I think there's actual discrimination laws. Like they can't not let you in unless there's an actual security concern. So I go in, and she's like, "Oh, welcome to Tiffany. What can I help you with today?" And I'm like, "Oh, I'm just browsing." And she goes, "What do you mean? Like, is there a particular collection you'd like to look at? Do you know which floor you need to go to?" I'm like, "No, I'm just looking around." And she's just like, cannot fucking believe her ears. Like has never heard the word browsing. You mean you don't know exactly which of our fabulous creations you wish to go home with today? Like, do you even know who I am? I am the salesperson at Tiffany London. How dare you waste my time? Like, dude, I could not believe it. So anyway, we go in, and I'm pretty sure they had someone tailing us the whole time. I mean, yeah, I would. I probably would.
Yeah, why not?
But dude, this store was so far up its own rectum. Like, I couldn't even believe it. It was beautiful, obviously.
I'm sure.
Like, they have this entire, like, sitting room where I guess you could, I don't know, have a tea party or something. Like, I think I have a selfie. I can send it to Dan. We took a selfie in the Tiffany store.
While you do that,
Because that's the only thing Yvonne's getting from the Tiffany store.
you mentioned how you guessed the price and you have to ask someone because there's no prices listed. I found another watch that I laughed at internally, and I decided to see how much it would cost. So I clicked on it on their website, and their options where normally that would be are schedule an appointment, request assistance, or learn more about pricing.
Mm-hmm.
No two diamonds. Harry Winston once said, "No two diamonds are alike, as each is a fine jewel from the house of Harry Winston."
Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah. Yeah, go ahead. So here's what Yvonne got from the Tiffany store. So this is just, there's a bunch of like little chairs and couches like that. So she's got a jean jacket on under her like Aritzia like winter coat. And yeah, we're both like not particularly put together because we basically haven't slept in days. Anyway, and I have a backpack on. If there's anything that's going to sketch out a fine jewelry store, it's walking in with a backpack.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, we looked at a couple things. We found a choker that was like 148,000 pounds or something. I asked Yvonne to guess the price. She said she thought it would be 70 or 80,000. I was like, oh yeah, try almost doubling it, because that's the thing. Like this, like brand name jewelry is not just like overpriced, like Diamond Cartel overpriced. It's like Diamond Cartel overpriced, and also they need to have their ludicrous markup on top of it, so you pay just an obscene amount. Anyway, after we walked out of Tiffany, Yvonne admitted that it was her perception of it as being like not actually, she thought it was like fashion jewelry basically, but like premium fashion jewelry. She was like, okay, no, I'm pretty sure these guys are there, but I'm pretty sure Harry Winston is still like a level above. And what I will say is that while I didn't feel quite as unwelcome at Harry Winston, I think that's only because they didn't really let us see anything or go anywhere.
Oh.
We were very welcome to stay in the foyer. So they had like an electronic lock. Like I had to get the guy's attention. It didn't help that Yvonne was trying to walk past the store because she was absolutely mortified after having gone into Tiffany and feeling so unwelcome there.
I'm no surprise.
So she tried to get past it. So I was like dragging her back toward the doorway, and I was like, let us in. And so the guy lets us in. He's like, what can I help you with today? I'm like, oh, I just want to look around. He's like, okay. So they have like an electronic lock. It goes like, and it like opens up. He opens up the door. It's like this heavy door. So you go inside, and they're like, oh, what can I help you with today? I'm like, oh, just looking around. And unlike Tiffany, where you can walk all the different floors and like look around at all the different, showcases and stuff, in this one, you go in and there's like a handful of things on display. And there was another client there that was evidently planning some kind of event. Dude, her husband or husband-to-be was the most bored ass looking dude that I've ever seen in my life, while she's discussing whether her hair will be up or her hair will be down, and her Harry Winston diamond, whatever. Anywho, we were able to look at like a couple little things. There was a watch with no price tag on it, as you can probably imagine. And they were talking to that lady that was in there working with them on something. They talked about, going upstairs and seeing something. Well, no one invited us upstairs. And in fact, there was like 3 people between us and any further access to the place. So we just kind of did a loop in the little like lobby area, and then we left.
As far as I can tell from their websites, find a salon. They call them salons. As far as I can tell from their websites, you have to book appointments.
Oh, really?
So that's probably why they were like, what the heck? Also, they have I forgot to point this out. They have a ring the bell icon for assistance, which is that's just amazing. I don't know why I like that so much. Okay, so is it this one? Yeah, so let's just pick this random one. Yeah, schedule an appointment or request assistance.
Those are both the same thing. They know that, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
But yeah, I think the reason why they're asking you like, hello, is because they're expecting people to show up with appointments.
Well, I guess like their personal assistants would make an appointment for them, right?
Yes.
Well, mine must have forgotten to call. Sorry.